So you really needed this album, I mean that approach.
Yeah, I think so. At that time, you know, it opened a lot of doors for us. That in every possible way.
Can you name me a few?
The doors.
Yeah, the doors.
It's difficult to describe, you know, but it just made you. I don't know, like doing that and it coming back and it's still having like our like identity on it. It's made me realise that it kind of doesn't matter where you go or sort of who you work with to some extent. You know, it's still whatever it is that makes us sound like us is built into the four of us playing together. And so then going forward, you're just more confident that exists and you can kind of do anything you want. So that's one thing it helps that with. Other thing, obviously, like working with like such good musicians as Josh and Alain, Johannes, who like engineered it, spurs you on a little bit and gives you like.
What did you learn in retrospect from that? Now looking back on it?
Well, that's what I just said. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah, we're just kind of. They were, yeah, just like encouraging on when you in like guitar and with the vocals and everything. And I don't know. Yeah, like just loads too. It just felt like we really moved on during that album. Yeah.
What is your favorite song on a Less Shadow Puppets album?
Probably My Mistakes Were Made For You.
Why?
Because it's the one that I can sort of
remember the title.
It's the one that I don't know. I really agree with that one.
Really agree with that groove.
Really agree with that. Yeah. It's my kind of groove, that.
Miles Kane on bass.
Is it?
That song.
Them hips.
Yeah.
So how important was this album for the Arctic Monkeys? I mean the album you did with
the Puppets thing. Yeah. I mean, well, I think the way I look at it, that were important for me, like as a songwriter and a lyricist, really. Working with somebody else and sort of going down that road for a bit. Introduced me to a different, perhaps, way of like writing lyrics and writing songs than I had. You know, it was a more traditional approach, obviously, and thinking about songs like chords, lyrics, and melody, and I'd not really done that in the past. So I think, you know, that showed me that side of thing, which, like, you know, I used to think that it'd be completely separate, and it's like the Puppets thing's over there, and then there's the Monkeys thing. But I think any song you write leads to the next one in one way or another, and you can't kind of get away from that. But I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily.
Can you pinpoint maybe what the influence of Less Shadow Puppets is on this new album, so we can see?
Well, it's kind of, there's been another record in between, so I don't feel like it's. I just think everything I ever wrote after doing that album was affected by it, you know, and just you can't really get away from that, I don't feel.
Will there be a new Less Shadow Puppets album?
Maybe, you know, hopefully one day, yeah.
Okay. Well, then your new single, it's called The Hellcat Spangled Shalala. What started this song off?
Just like, I think like a chord progression or something. It was just like some chords, and from that came the rest of it. Jamie and I, it was one of the first that we started doing that kind of chimey, like birdsy guitar thing with, and I don't know, that was one of the first songs we got together for the record. It was a bit of a blueprint for a lot of the other ones. Yeah, I remember it coming together on like a grey Friday afternoon in London, and just sort of feeling like that represented kind of what the record might sound like to some extent. Yeah.